Hello and welcome to the channel. A short while back somebody was asking us what nutrition I use when I'm cycling. You know, what do I have before I set off on my ride, what do I use on my ride, and even, you know, what do I use for recovery after the ride. So I thought I'd do a little short video here just to give you an idea of what I use. You know, everybody's preference is different, you know, some people have different ideas, but this is what works for me. And this is like for longer rides, not for shorter rides. If I go just like a short ride on my mountain bike, I tend to just take a bottle of water. Sometimes if it's a little bit longer, I might put one of the tablets in, like one of these. They come in different brands, different types and different flavours. Sometimes I put one of those in. But generally on my mountain bike, because I don't go that far, I tend to not sort of take any food with us. I do sometimes, you know, pop a banana in my back pocket if it's, you know, a long ride on my mountain bike. But generally speaking, I don't do anything special really. But I still probably would have a good breakfast, you know, some porridge or something like that. For a longer ride, especially like on the road bike, if I'm going out, I would definitely sort of take more sort of preparation, if you like. I would start off in the morning with, of course, a cup of coffee. that's vital, and a big bowl of porridge. I'd have a big bowl of porridge with banana in it, and I would have honey on top. And I tend to find that really works for me and sort of gives us lots of energy to start the day. As I say, with coffee, probably a couple of coffees actually. And that's my breakfast. That's what I use. Again, this is on a long ride, not a short ride. I tend to use this for longer rides, just to give us that good start to the day. I take a water bottle, probably 2 water bottles if it's a longer ride. And again, these tablets, I would put these in the water bottle. You don't have to. I mean, you probably get away with water. I just tend to find if you've got these in, they're good for replacing, you know, salts and vitamins and nutrients and things like that. Not vitamins, no, you don't have vitamins in, but like salts and minerals. They're good for replacing that. So on longer rides, I tend to put these in. And sometimes I'll even take some with us as well. I'll take a few tablets with us just in case I've got to refill the bottle with water. Then I can just pop a tablet in. You know, take a few of these in a plastic bag or something, a little plastic bag. Because of course, as you know, on a bike, space is premium, so you don't want to take a big tube of these along. So yeah, so I would fill my water bottle up, put one of these tablets in, and 2 water bottles I should say, and put these tablets in, and then maybe take a couple with us in case I need to refill my bottle again. On the ride, when I'm on the ride, I tend to take, I usually have a banana, because I find bananas are fantastic, as well as on my porridge in the morning. I tend to find a banana is really good for giving us a little bit of a boost, a little bit of energy. Bananas are really good for stuff like that, really good. Also, I do take, usually, something like some kind of bar, and this is just the one I've got at the moment, sesame bar this is, something just to give that boost, and it's also, it gives you a motivational boost if you like. You know, you can kind of think, well, I'm going to get to the top of this hill. When I get to the top of this hill, I'm going to have my energy bar, I'm going to have my treat, and it gives you a little bit of a push to get up a certain hill or to get a certain distance or a certain point or marker in your ride. And it's a good feel-good factor as well, you know, if you've got something like this to aim for. Actually, I don't know if you've seen the video, but Katie does energy bars that she makes sometimes, and they're absolutely unbelievable. They really are. The only trouble is when I go out and have them in my pocket, I'm like thinking, well, I'll just stop now and have one. I just want to eat them all the time because they're so nice. They're really nice and they give you stacks of energy. But if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link. I did a long form video last year of this recipe, which I'll put a link to because it's easy to watch. Because I did do a short video just recently, but it's the same recipe, so you can go and have a look at that. And we are going to do another recipe very soon. Katie said she's got another recipe that she wants to do for us, so keep an eye out for that because that'll be coming soon as well. But yeah, Katie's energy bars are fantastic. They're really good. But like I say, I'm stopping. Well, I want to stop constantly because I want to eat them, but I've got to really sort of control myself. Some people do take energy gels like this one as well. On them, and I have used them in the past, but I don't really like them very much. You know, they're okay for a little quick boost, a little quick sort of, you know, spurt. But if you eat too many of them, they can give you a bad stomach as well. You know, so be wary of that. I've never had that problem because I've never had that many of them, but I do know of a lot of people who've taken too many, and you know, it hasn't ended well. You know, the stomach's giving them a bit of a bad stomach. So as well as the energy bar, as well as the energy bar, we would call it either that bar or a homemade bar like what Katie makes. I tend to take some kind of like peanuts or something like that. So I've got some here. These aren't branded or anything. Like, I'm not sort of showing brands off. It's just what I happen to have in the house. I have a box upstairs with all my little treats and things I take on my bike. So I'm just getting these out of there. So these little peanut butter protein balls. So these are really good because you can just pop them in your pocket. Again, like I said before, space is a premium, as you know, on a bike. So you don't want to be taking huge bulky items like that bar I showed you there. I wouldn't take that whole bar. I would break bits off. I'll break bits off of that and put it in a separate bag just to save space. And I also, one of the things I really like to take is jellies. Jelly sweets, you know, it could be any, doesn't have to be any brand, you know, it could be Haribo's, it could be anything, but it's just some kind of jelly sweets. The good thing about the jelly sweets is that you can pop them in your pocket. They're really good on, you know, they don't sort of make a mess in your pocket, they don't melt like chocolate bars and things like that. I mean, obviously they might melt if it was really hot, but saying that, I've been out on very, very hot days. I've been out in 30-degree heat and stuff, and they've never really melted, so I think it'd be okay in that instance. If they did melt, you'd just chew on the whole thing, couldn't you, really? But yeah, jelly sweets are very, very good. Pop the back in your pocket, and you can don't have to even stop. You know, as you're riding along, you can pop your hand in, take a jelly sweet out, and it just gives that little bit of extra energy, a little bit of a boost, and that works really, really well. So you know, you don't have to even stop. You can go along the road, pop your hand in your pocket, your back pocket, wherever you've got your sweets, pop one in your mouth every sort of 15-20 minutes or something, and that works really, really well. I found that very, very good. And another little secret weapon that I have, and I don't know why it works. I don't know really how it works. But if you ever get cramps, it's going off a little bit on the sideline here, but if you ever get cramps, Rennies. Absolutely brilliant. Somebody once told me, get some Rennies. And again, I'm not promoting the Rennies brand, it's just what they told us. Someone said, and I don't know if it'll work with other antacid kind of tablets, you know, other brands, I don't know. But somebody once said to me, to solve cramps when you're on the road, for a quick sort of relief of cramps, get some Rennies. Pop one in your mouth as soon as you feel the cramp coming on. And I'm thinking, really? Is that going to really work? Because as we know, nobody really knows what causes cramps. Some people say it's heat. Some people say it's, you know, lack of exercise. They need to stretch the muscles. There's all sorts of lack of magnesium, lack of salts, dehydration. There's all sorts of theories out there why people get cramps, and I think nobody really actually knows. But somebody once said to me, have some Rennies handy, and if you're getting a feel of cramp coming on, take a Rennies, and it works. It really does work. I've done it a few times. I mean, it's not a cure-all, you know, you still might get a cramp coming back afterwards, but it does seem to really help. I've been on some long rides, started to get a bit of a cramp, took a Rennies, and it does seem to take it away. So yeah, so that's my secret weapon. If you're getting cramps when you ride, get a pack of Rennies and use them, because they seem to do the job. So on the ride, as I say, that should cover you on the ride. Sweets, usually kind of energy bars, sweets, jellies, nuts, banana, and of course take some money as well. Definitely take some money with you, just so of course if you do need to buy some more food when you're out. There's nothing wrong with having, you know, a snack, anything really. You know, if you feel like you want to go and have some fish and chips somewhere, have some fish and chips. But bear in mind, of course, that they might sit heavy in your stomach afterwards, so you might have to let them digest for a fair while before you can set back up on your ride again. Otherwise, you know, you're probably feel sickly. So just bear that in mind with eating heavy meals. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with grabbing a sandwich or whatever you want to eat, a pasty or whatever, and you know, give that a little bit of a boost. Some people stop and have cake somewhere, cake and a coffee. Nothing wrong with that. You know, it's nothing wrong with that at all. And basically, it might give you the motivation to get to a certain point. Like I said before, with me homemade muesli bars, and it might make you, you know, just go that little bit further, that little bit faster. Not that it matters about going faster, but you know what I mean. It might just motivate you to go to that certain point to get your treat. So there's nothing wrong with that. So when I get back from a ride, I like to have a big glass of milk. I find it's fantastic for recovery. It really works wonders for me. Obviously, some people might not like milk, and I know there's other recovery drinks out there you can use, but milk works for me. I've used it for years now, and it's always worked for me. Of course, I'll have a meal as well. You know, I'll have a nice meal or something to finish the day off. But of course, when I first get back, I usually have a hot bath. Even on a hot day, I'll start like a hot bath for my muscles, and I have a big glass of milk while I'm in the bath. That's my little treat when I get back. But it always seems to work for me. So yeah, so that's my that's my setup for when I go on a ride. So I hope that's helpful to you. Again, everybody's preference. You might want to change things out of there. You might hate milk or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just what I've used for years, and it seems to work for me. So I hope that was helpful to you. And as always, thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later. See you all later. Bye bye.